everyone, I'm going to explain about the factors influencing consumer behavior. So first we shall see the meaning for the term consumer behavior. So consumer behavior is the study of how individuals, groups and organizations select, buy, use and dispose goods and services, including the satisfaction derived by them after using the goods and services. Thus, consumer behavior is the study of how individuals, groups, and organizations behave, or it is the study of all the activities involved before purchase, during the right from the pre-purchase stage, during the purchase stage, and post-purchase stage. That is the satisfaction derived or satisfaction level of the consumers after using the product. And today, each and every product has so many alternatives. A marketer has to reach the customer and must convince the customer to buy the product. So to be a successful marketer, first the marketer must be able to find out the answers to all these questions. That is, who is the customer? Why do they buy? That is, reasons or purpose for purchasing a product, or the motives that urge a buyer to buy a particular product. What do they buy? When do they buy? How do they buy? And from whom do they buy? And after buying and using the product, what is the reaction of the customer towards the company's product? That is, how do they react after buying the product? So next we are going to see the factors influencing consumers' buying behavior. So there are three factors influencing consumers' buying behavior. They are cultural factors, social factors, and personal factors. And we are going to see all these factors one by one. First, cultural factors. So what do you mean by culture? Culture means values, traditions, customs, practices, ideas, and beliefs of a particular society or a country. Each culture has small subcultures which include religions, racial groups, and geographic regions. And of course, culture varies from one country to another country. For example, a child in USA is exposed to a set of values like professionalism, perfection, individualism, freedom, etc. Whereas a child brought up in India is exposed to a different set of values like love, affection, caring, sharing, obedience, respect, hard work, perfection, etc. And take the case of India. There are so many states in India. Each state has its own culture, has its own tradition and customs. And regarding a South Indian marriage, a bride is adorned with plain gold jewelry, which is very elaborate in design. Whereas in North India, the bride is adorned by a lightweight kundan jewelry, that is studded jewelry made up of especially kundan stones. Thus, a marketer must be aware of the culture followed in every country in order to market his existing products as well as to find opportunities for marketing new products. The next factor influencing consumers' buying behavior is social factors, and there are three social factors. One is reference groups, the second one is family, and the third one is roles and status. So the first social factor is reference groups. All the groups that influence person's attitude and behavior directly and indirectly are called reference groups. And there are four types of reference groups. They are number one, intimate groups, number two, secondary groups, number three, opinion leaders, and number four, social class. So first reference group is intimate groups. This intimate group consists of family members, friends, close colleagues, relatives, and neighbors. And these intimate groups exercise strong influence on the lifestyles and buying pattern of the group members. And the group members, they have direct face-to-face and of course frequent interaction among them. For example, a person before purchasing a car or a two-wheeler, he will definitely consult with his family members or his best friend, and then he will select the brand. The second group is secondary groups. So this secondary group is formed on the basis of occupation, profession, locality of the members, that is place of residence of the members, and they are not that much close like intimate groups. They are less intimate. There is less intimacy among the group members, but they enjoy equal status. They also follow a common lifestyle and behavioral pattern also. They do shopping in the same shopping zone, and they usually buy products from selected shops. Another example is these groups are informal in nature, and for example, informal groups formed by doctors, engineers, professors working in a same educational institution, and lawyers. So they generally follow a common lifestyle and behavioral pattern, but of course, in certain situation, differential liking is also taking place. But in a buying situation in which objective standards are not able to guide the members of the groups to select a particular brand or to select a particular product, then the members have to definitely abide by or conform to the group norms. The next one is reference group is opinion leaders, and these opinion leaders offer informal advice or information about a specific product or brand. They give information as to how to select the best brand, how to use the product, the benefits they enjoyed by using the product, or the problems or drawbacks they encountered after using the product. And these opinion leaders include social media influencers like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, etc. And what these opinion leaders usually do is they post comments after using the product in these social media. The last reference group is social class. So this social stratification exists in all the countries, and the variables that determine social class are caste, income, religion, and occupation. In India, this social class is also known as socio-economic classification. The next social factor is family. That is, the second social factor is family. There are two types of families. One is family of orientation. Another one is family of procreation. So take the first type, family of orientation. This is nothing but a joint family, and this family consists of parents, siblings, spouse, and children of the individual. The individual acquires orientation or gets knowledge from his parents regarding religion, tradition, culture, practices, beliefs, politics, economics, and so on. So parental influence or parental guidance play an important role in their buying behavior. That is, parental influence is very significant on a person's buying behavior in case of family of orientation. So for example, a son or a daughter, before going to purchase a property, he or she will usually consult with a father or mother, and then he or that person, that individual, will take the buying decision whether to buy the property or not, or which brand to buy. The next family is family of procreation, and this family is nothing but nuclear family, and this family consists of the spouse and children of the individual. In this family, husband and wife, they sit together and take a joint decision, and even children take part in the decision-making process, right from the choice of chocolates to the choice of automobiles like car. The next social factor is role and status. So what do you mean by role? Role consists of activities that a person is expected to perform, and role. Each role in turn connotes a status. And people buy products that reveal their role and reflect their status in the society, present status in the society, or the desired status in the society. For example, a company's vice president, he occupies a higher status than the sales manager, and the sales manager occupies a higher status when compared to the sales officer working in the same company. And regarding clothing, the vice president may buy expensive suits, or he may buy costliest brands like Polo, Ralph Lauren, Emporio Armani, Hackett London, etc. Whereas the sales manager may go in for brands like Van Heusen, Louis Philippe, Peter England, and so on. The sales manager, take the case of the sales manager, he may either prefer branded items less at a cheaper rate, or he may go in for unbranded clothes, or he may buy cloth material in order to stitch according to his taste and preference. So marketers must be aware of the status symbol of products and brands. The next factor that influences consumer buying behavior is the personal factor, and the personal factors are divided into two categories. They are demographic factors and psychographic factors. So first let us look at the demographic factors. So these factors include age, educational level, occupation, and income of the individuals. These factors exercise direct influence on a person's buying behavior. These factors help in deciding the brand, the shop's price, and the quantity to be purchased. For example, a high-end consumer may prefer to buy tea brands, the top best tea brands available in India, whereas a low-end consumer may go in for unbranded tea powders, or tea powders available in sachets at economical rate. So the next personal factor is psychographic factor. So psychographic factors include a person's lifestyle, attitude, self-concept, beliefs, concern about one's own status, and all these factors influence a person's buying behavior. People may belong to the same class. They may even belong to the same culture, but they may not follow the same lifestyle. So they may follow a different lifestyle. Similarly, the attitude of the people may also vary. In the same family, one person may be traditional in his approach, the other person may be modern. For example, the father may be traditional, the daughter may be modern in her approach. And one person may easily accept innovations, whereas the other person may be laggard in accepting or embracing innovations. So the marketer must consider all these factors, and he must understand the fact that these factors or these differences will powerfully influence the buying behavior. And to conclude, I would like to say that a marketer, by understanding all these factors that influence directly or indirectly a person's buying behavior, by understanding all these factors, a marketer or a manufacturer will be able to produce goods according to the needs of different segments of the people, as well as a marketer will be able to fill in the gap in the market at the right time. Thank you.